welcome back everyone, Toy Shiz here, and we are back yet again for yet another NECA Toys video, and today I'm very excited because this is one of those figures, ever since I saw it revealed at New York Toy Fair, it's just been kind of sitting in the back of my mind of when is it going to finally release. I am a huge fan of old school Hollywood, I love the works of Edgar Allan Poe, and hey, I just love some horror. So you gotta have Vincent Price, the Ultimate action figure, on your shelf. Now, it has the flappy openy box. It's got some nice photos. You get to see the figure clearly. I'm kind of hoping that they release that chair. That's pretty interesting. And just as I always say, make sure you get yourself a good looking one if you go through a few on the shelf. The back side will show you pretty much everything you need to know about what this action figure entails. Here's a list of everything inside the box in case you get this figure later and you need to make sure you got all the parts and pieces. Here's everyone involved with the creation of this figure. Thank you very much for that. And here's the barcode so you can be ready and raring to go when they start to hit store shelves. So this is going to be an absolute blast. Sit back, relax, grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. This is a look at the brand new from just all the coolest old school horror movies and the Muppets, Batman 66, Edward Scissorhands, the Thriller music video. There's too many to name. You know him, you love him. He's the one, the only Vincent Price by NECA Toys. And I'm really going to save you guys some time here because this is one of those special action figures where it's really just the accessories that make this guy pop. Now, first and foremost, the action figure itself. The head portraits, the paint, the look. That is Vincent Price, if I've ever seen a Vincent Price. And that, right there, says everything you need to know about this figure. That suit, he's very debonair, he's very dashing. He is every bit the Vincent Price that you would need. And it just looks amazing. Right down to his shoes. He's got peg holes on the bottom of his feet. And this figure just has a lot of personality going on. Now, there's nothing crazy in terms of the articulation. It's going to be the basic NECA Toys articulation that you would probably know and love if you are a NECA Toys collector. He does have a little bit of a waist crunch. The legs will kind of sort of go up like they show in the photo. If they release a chair, if you have a chair, you should be able to get him going, sitting in it rather proper. So for that alone, that is a nice little touch. That's just thinking outside the box, thinking ahead, because a lot of people, like I said, if you have a chair, you're going to want to sit Vincent Price, perhaps on your monster shelf, your horror shelf, sitting in some glorious chair, reading from a monster manual, smoking a cigarette. And I'm happy to say that you can do all of that with this action figure. Plenty of articulation in the head, the look, the feel, everything is very fluid. It's just friggin' awesome. They did an amazing job here. Now, as I said, he comes with a ton of accessories that really bring this character to life, like his 1969 album, Vincent Price's Witchcraft, Magic, and Adventure and Demonology. Say that all in one go. But it's very cool. It's well printed. I would have loved to have seen these just be individual, but it makes sense, especially if you want to have him holding it, or you can put it on a desk next to him. It also comes with his English book, Cooking Price-Wise with Vincent Price. It's now out of print, just FYI, but yeah, he holds it beautifully. Again, that's just a wackadoo accessory, but I would expect nothing less. Now, I'm sure a lot of people had questions. Why does he come with an extra forearm? Well, that's so you can permanently put the Raven sitting on his arm. The Raven is very cool. A lot of people that know Vincent Price know the works of Edgar Allan Poe. You're totally going to get why he has a Raven, but it's just awesome. It's very cool. Arm extended. Raven is permanently attached. You'll have no problemos there. That, again, is just thinking outside the box. The head portraits are amazing. They're well painted. That is Vincent Price. And it's really cool that you get Vincent Price throughout the years, basically. I totally dig that. The only qualm I have is right there on the sides of his head, the way that the hair kind of melds off the back of the neck. When you have the head portrait on, you won't be seeing it. You won't be caring. It's just a very cool looking Vincent Price head portrait. Along with this one. This is a nice touch as well. It's essentially just a skull. It's got a movable jaw. It's very abominable Dr. Phibes. I totally dig it for that alone. And yes, it is a head portrait, so you can definitely have some fun with it. That is just, again, a nice little touch that they've done. And you get the, we'll say, later years Vincent Price, the inventor from Edward Scissorhands. The way the hair is done, the gray, the white in his hair, the face, everything just screams Vincent Price. And this is how I really know Vincent Price. This is how I think of Vincent Price in his later years. And for that, I'm just most appreciative of this. I think that that looks amazing. Well done. Now, this is cool. You get a teacup and the saucer. You could also say it's a coffee cup if you want, but no, that's definitely tea in there. And I like the reflective nature of the paint. It's very teeny tiny, but lo and behold, this Vincent Price will have no problem holding the teacup, right? So that looks really cool. It's very naturalistic. All the hands that he comes with, yeah, they do the job proper. Now, this is a nice touch right here, and I would expect nothing less from Vincent Price having an action figure. You get 4 cigarettes. Again, various hands. You can get him holding it very stylistically. It's very natural looking. I like that for an adult collector action figure, they've made it adults. And like I said, you can have some fun with the extra head portraits, especially the skeleton head, because he has a tooth missing and you can actually fit it in his mouth. So again, this is a lot of fun. I'm having a blast. You get multiple styles. You get a black tie. You get a black bow tie. The choice is yours on how you want to dress your Vincent Price. Again, many looks, many customizable options. It's all splendid. They did a fantastic job. Whether you want to go younger Vincent Price, old man Vincent Price, the choice is yours. And to round out the accessories, he comes with a candle, of which, like I said, the hand that he has, if ever there was a Vincent Price accessory, sure, I would imagine he's walking around some crypt holding a candle, and you can do that in spades. Now, one last accessory is the cat. Again, for Edgar Allan Poe fans, or just cat fans, or if you've seen my videos with my cat Clunk. Yeah, that definitely looks like a Clunk. And now, yes, Vincent Price has his own Clunk, his own cat, his black cat, whatever you want to call it. That is pretty darn cool. And yes, as I previously said, he's got a ton of extra hands that allow him to hold all of his accessories. And like I said, the accessories definitely make this figure, but on my shelf, this is how he will be displayed. Cigarette in hand, raven on arm, holding a skull with the red ascot. That is a very awesome looking Vincent Price that'll go very well on your action figure shelves. Now for comparisons, he is in that 7-inch scale. If you're trying to do an egghead with a Batman, this one's going to be a little bit too tall for McFarlane Toys and way too tall for 6-inch figures like Marvel Legends, because truth be told, he's a NECA figure. You of course are going to want to put him with other NECA-centric figures like the Universal Monsters, or horror, anything like that. That would probably be the main reason you want a Vincent Price figure, and I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. So that's going to wrap it up for my quick look at the brand new NECA Toys Vincent Price Ultimate Action Figure. To everyone who worked on this figure, well done. This is amazing. This is one of my favorite figures of the year, hands down, because you thought of everything. Everything has meaning, everything works, multiple looks for Vincent Price, the accessories, they are all fantastic. This is a lot of fun. If you are a fan of horror, if you're a fan of old school Hollywood, if you just like Vincent Price, look no further. NECA Toys has done you a solid. So you've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below, let me know. Let's talk everything Vincent Price. And I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, remember, now we just need an inventor figure, an egghead figure. Heck, just put a Vincent Price head portrait pack out, and I think we'll all be solid. And when we are, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios.